everybody. It's Lilac from the Lilac Room. Thanks for coming by my channel. I'm here at my studio, guys. Oh my God, it's so exciting. So you can probably see behind me a little bit of my studio space here in Johnston, Rhode Island. I have had a lot of issues trying to get online today to make my videos, but here I is. So it's time for our March 2022 readings, and I'm going to start with a general reading for everybody, just like an overview before I go into the different zodiac signs, and I'll do one for each of the 12 primary zodiac signs. I say primary because there are people who are different opinions about where those lines are and who's a Virgo now and who's a Leo. Long story short, I don't care. We're just going to go kind of generic. If you think you're a Leo, you're a Leo. If you think you're a Virgo, you're a Virgo. But yeah, so we've been through some interesting energy shifts in the last month or so. I personally am just really glad that we've all come through it somewhat unscathed, although not really. So general announcements. Okay, so I just recently received my second master certification in Reiki. So yay, I'm so excited. I do have lots of nice products available, including my Reiki sessions, Reiki training, tarot card readings, and jewelry and other items on my Etsy page. At some point, I will smarten up and start posting a link. But for now, we're just going to do a tarot card reading. Here we go. So I don't remember what that groundhog said about winter, but I'm feeling something about winter right now. So I'm thinking, and this card that just came out like has a lot of snow in it. Weird. I feel like there's something to do with it being a longer winter, or there's going to be more wintry weather. Somehow that's going to impact us. So, I mean, we're going into March, and I'm guessing it's going to be a snowy one. That's just what I'm feeling. But just in terms of the general energies for everybody, the first card out was the Three of Swords in reverse. Even the Lovers is showing up in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles is challenging the Three of Swords. I feel like authority figures are kind of putting a damper on people's feelings of freedom right now. Just in general, just general. This is general, guys. Apply it how you will. I mean, this Queen of Pentacles card that came out, who I'm saying is the reason why I'm saying a person of authority. I mean, if it was a private reading, I might say a female boss or something like that. But I'm just going to use this Queen of Pentacles as an authority figure. Could be a mom, could be a boss, could be another agency figurehead who is kind of putting the kibosh on your hopes and dreams. I feel it's like universally we're all kind of the misbehaving child right now, basically. And this authority figure is like, nope, I know you're pissed, but you're grounded. Like, no more internet. And wouldn't that be great? We should all probably just get off the internet. I mean, unless you're coming to the Lilac Room page, in which case you should not get off the internet. So where this leads everybody is to a sense of disappointment, not being on their, chosen path. So I can't help but feel that, because this is a general reading, that for everybody, that this is sort of a universal experience of still being restricted. Like, we're still restricted. It's March 2022. Why are we still restricted? This isn't my personal feeling. I'm telling you what the message I'm getting from the cards for everybody as a whole. When I look back on the previous influences to that, I'm coming up with the Ace of Swords. I've got the Eight of Wands in the past. I think that basically because there had been a greater amount of freedom at one point, that's the reason why by comparison, by contrast, or in contrast, it feels restrictive now. But maybe it's not all that restrictive. It's just the way it feels. Okay, you got me? So we're talking about a feeling. It's a feeling. with a major arcana in reverse in a very strong position. Very confusing. If this turns up in one of the zodiac sign readings, we're definitely going to look a little closer at what that is specifically coming through on those signs. But we will get some clarification on this Lovers card in reverse. Here, our little lovers. All right, so Page of Cups in reverse coming out. This is just not the time, guys. This is not the time to start something new. Now, I get it. Mercury just finished its retrograding and it went direct, and Jupiter went direct. I know a lot of planets just went direct, and so everybody's like, oh, yay, we were restricted, and now we can move forward. There's something else. There's something else holding us back. 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so part of the feeling that's making it heavy, though, is our general expectations of, like I just said, oh, come on, all the planets just went direct. Why can't we move forward in our plans, our goals, all that stuff? Why can't I, get ahead in my career? Why can't I find love? Why isn't it going better in the dating scene? Why am I not seeing better numbers in my bank account, my paycheck? Why am I not hitting certain milestones with goals that I have set? It's a general overview of humanity as a whole right now, that when one part suffers, we all suffer. Okay. So I'm seeing that 10 of Wands in reverse, like an internal thing that's driving this energy is expectations. Expectations are up here. Reality's coming in a little bit down here. And that's the reason why it feels heavier than it actually is. I guess what I'm saying to you is things aren't as bad as you're feeling that they are, okay? Like I told you, the universe is mom, and we're all the disobeying little children, and we're all like, wow, this doesn't feel good. I don't have what I want. 7 of Wands. Yeah, it's like, okay, it's like we wanted the 10 wands of opportunity, but, Gaia is saying, well, I can give you 7. And then we're saying, okay, but back before all this restriction started, we had 8. So we had 8, we want 10, and you're offering us 7. That's just not enough. That's what I'm getting. And now I got the 6 of Wands for hopes and fears. That's great. I love it. Where's this going? 5 of Cups. March is bringing some disappointments, guys. Things aren't gonna take off like how you would hope, at least not in the very early stage of March. So let's get clarification on this Lovers reversed. Page of Swords reversed. People's words are not landing. There's not fairness. I can't explain why, but this is what I'm seeing. Complete lack of balance. That's not good news. So, where's the good news in this? Let's try this Enchanted Map Oracle for some clarifiers, because I think it's ironic they keep talking about things that are global and universal, and the whole world is feeling this way. And I have this really cool Oracle deck called the Enchanted Map Oracle. So, what is going on just in general with our energies of being disappointed and feeling out of balance in the month of March? What's causing it? What can we expect? How can we turn it around? Deep freeze and ride the wave, guys. Now, if you remember, I just pulled 2 cards out of this deck. If you remember, the first thing I said that I was sensing, and the first card out was had snow all over it too. I'll show you so you can believe me. All right, look at all the snow. First card out, it was in reverse. A lot of disappointment in that card, a lot of anxiety. And then I pulled Deep Freeze and Ride the Wave. I'm definitely it's going to be a cold winter still. There are things going on in parts of the world where winter does linger, and winters are very cold there. this is a time for people who are spiritual to put out, all the energy you can. If you pray, you pray. If you meditate, you meditate. Whatever it is you do, sending love and light and kindness and compassion to the world is so important right now. That's how we're going to ride this wave. That's what it's going to take to get through it. Okay. Now, I'm not going to overcomplicate the general reading because we're going to break it down into zodiac signs, right? So hopefully those oracle cards cleared it up, because I know for me it felt a little more digestible to say, okay, basically what the universe is trying to tell us heading into March, just in general terms, is that March is going to continue to feel like a winter month, more winter weather, more cold, more snow, where most of us are from, or just a feeling of what happens in winter. I can tell you as a witch, what happens in winter is everything just comes to a quiet, okay? Everything is in a state of rest and rejuvenating silently on the inside, not on the outside. So that's what we're doing. We're just going to let everything rest. Sometimes that's what's needed. Like if you've ever baked bread, you need to put your ingredients together, but then you have to let it be. Leave it alone for a little while. And that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling. That's the guidance that's going to be coming up. So let's see what it is per sign. I'll just start right from the top, and my next up will be Aries. All right. Thanks for joining me, guys. Namaste.